On the instructions of the Deputy Speaker Anita Among, the Trade and Tourism Committee of Parliament tabled its report after a month-long investigation.
I ask you to look.
The committee focused on the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic on tourism, trade and industry. On tourism, foreign visitors dropped by more than 1 million, from 1,542,620 in 2019 to 473,085 visitors recorded in 2020. Foreign exchange earnings dropped from 5.6 trillion in 2019 to 1.7 trillion in 2020. The country further registered a decline in hotel room occupancy rates from 51.9% in 2019 to an average of 20% in 2020.
Additionally, the sector registered booking cancellations in over 90% of the hotel facilities. This led to the loss of revenue amounting to $320.8 million, which is equivalent to 1.9 trillion in addition to other business losses.
In trade, monthly exports declined by 42% between January to April 2020, while imports reduced by 46%. Despite these findings, the committee has found out that government efforts to revamp the businesses through a stimulus package of 555 billion shillings have not trickled down to the intended beneficiaries. Of the 555 billion shillings, 455 billion was disbursed through the Uganda Development Bank, while 100 billion shillings went through the Uganda Development Corporation. Trade and Tourism Committee Chairperson Mwine Mpaka, who presented the report, noted that only those who could borrow over 100 million shillings would be allowed to access the package. This left out many micro, small and medium enterprises meant to benefit from the fund.
The committee further observes that the information about the performance of these interventions is scanty and the criteria used to select the beneficiaries is unclear. Additionally, there is poor coordination of external financing in form of grants that are meant for COVID-19 economic recovery. This may point to the lack of transparency, duplication, and poor accountability.
The committee now wants the Auditor General to undertake a forensic audit into how the money was utilized.
The General should audit the management of economic stimulus package relief funds to ascertain the bottlenecks in the disbursement of the funds and provide recommendations. Lastly, government should come up with a legal framework containing specific guidelines and procedures for economic stimulus packages. Because when you send this money to UDB, for example, and it does not have specific guidelines, they'll use the existing guidelines.
And I therefore agree that an audit should be carried out to find out whether money was utilized correctly or it was eaten by individuals. And if it is discovered that it was eaten by individuals, those individuals, before anything is done, they should first of all bring that money, then they can be charged in the courts of law.
The committee has further recommended a 50% tax waiver for the landlords for 6 months. In turn, they also forego the rent arrears from their tenants. Speaker Jacob Olanya shelved the debate of this report for Tuesday next week. Herbert Ziwa, NTV at Parliament.
Right, Honorable